Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Real quick, I want to talk about love during lockup, okay? They are back for season 6, episode 1. But what's interesting is that it's so many different ones. You got love after lockup, love during lockup, love and something lockup. Girl, it's so many folks over there locked up in love. I don't know, okay? But from what I watched, it looks like this is season 6. So we are going to chat about it. I hope that it keeps me entertained enough to continue to like discuss it and stuff over on the channel. But sometimes they be filtering in other folks that I don't care to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of drags out. But this season, I feel like it's a very, very entertaining season so far. I could be wrong, but again, because this is the first episode, so I could be completely off. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But I will say this, they are off to a good start, in my personal opinion, because child, it's just interesting, girl. Let me just go ahead and hop into it. First off, I want to start off with Andrew and Candace. So let us go ahead and get them out the way. All right. So Andrew is about 40 years old and he's dealing with Candace, who happens to be 29 years old. Now she is locked up on burglary charges, but she will be getting out soon. Okay. Now, with them getting out soon, he is planning on proposing to her at some point. Now he ended up meeting her on some type of app because his friend or somebody encouraged him to get to know somebody. So that's what he did. Listen, I think Candace is over there running game. I do not believe that she's at all interested in this man. I really don't. I just hope that she ain't finna play with him, okay? But I don't believe that she's interested because she sent this man 3 letters. And after she sent the third letter, she wanted to be exclusive with him. And I was like, girl, what? You want to be exclusive because you want to get that coin exclusively. That's what was really going on, okay? He is letting us know that he has been married. He's been married twice, and he has also been divorced twice. He does have a child, therefore he is having to pay child support, okay? Now, also, Andrew does go sit down with a financial advisor. And it's like, now you want to go and sit down with a financial advisor, Andrew? Baby, you should have been over there sitting down with a financial advisor before you sat up there and start sending money over there to that lady. Because I feel like he said he told his homeboy he gave her about, I'm gonna say twelve to $15,000. I really think he said 13K. But I'm gonna say 12 to 15 is somewhere up in there that he's already given to the woman. But gag this, they have only been dealing with each other for a year. So he been sending her hella bread, and I hope that he's getting a lot of return on his investment. Okay. Now, what he also lets us know when he sits down with this financial planner, he or a financial advisor, he pretty much breaks down all of the bills and things that he has going on, child support included. Now, he isn't just paying for his bills, child. He's paying for her bills as well, Miss Candace. I believe he's getting her own apartment. He's furnishing that apartment. He's doing all that he can over there for Miss Candace. Okay. And child, I just think this is a really bad idea. But Miss Girl came up when she got with Mr. Andrew, because Andrew was a damn fool in my personal. Okay. So he's over there getting her an apartment. He's about to furnish the apartment. He says she's gonna stay over there until she's cleared to come and live with him. Baby, you done sat up there and about to furnish me a whole apartment and whatever else you got to do by the time I get out of prison. Why the would I want to come over there and stay with your ass when I can stay over here and I can keep playing you for the sucker that you are? Are you a fool? I don't see that girl making any moves with him, okay? What we did learn is that he has a 401k. They got a lot of money in it, honey. It's given 180K thousand plus that he has in his 401k. He has already borrowed against the 401k, and he said that he ain't got no problems doing it again and again and a motherfucking again. Okay, so if he got to run that shit down into the ground, that's exactly what the hell it is he's going to do. He does not give a damn about his future. He's living for today. He don't know if he's going to make it to the age 65 or anything beyond to even use the money. So he wants to use it now. It's my money and I want it now. It's what it's given, girl. And I hate this for you. And he over there about to put himself in debt. And I think he makes just enough at the brink to be able to take care of his bills and hers, right? But I mean, you also got to still survive and other stuff too. So he asked the lady if he should get another car. She's like, hell no, you shouldn't get another car. Why would you want to get another car? Like, what's up with that? Well, girl, Anthony, you could tell right there. I keep saying Anthony, Andrew. You could tell right there. Andrew ain't got his finances in order. Okay, so we want you to get that together and clear that the hell up. But I'm gonna enjoy watching her play you for a motherfucking fool, the fool that you are. Okay, and then he got the audacity to talk about his last wife he was married to, and you couldn't really see her face because they blurred it, but you could tell she was. Well, I can't say you could tell, but I will say she was giving black woman. If not black woman, definitely giving woman of color. And he gonna sit up there. Some of that lady was all demanding and always wanted the money and the check and this, that, and the other. But I don't think Candace is in it for that. Okay, you right. We wrong. Okay. Okay, keep living. We gonna keep watching. Keep living and we gonna keep watching. Okay. Let's go ahead and get them up off my screen. Let me see who else I want to hop to because it's some more fools. Oh, I want to hop to Joey. Let's get to Joey and Michael real quick. Okay. Now, see, I really like this for some reason. Okay. I like the fact that I have not seen them really have a gay couple on the show. So y'all let me know if y'all have seen it because I will be honest and say that I have fallen off just a bit. So let me know if you guys have seen anything of the sort. Okay. Now, when it comes to these two, they, first of all, Michael locked up for drugs. Okay. He's locked up with the intent to, sell, traffic, all of that stuff when it comes to drugs. So he's been locked up. What we do learn about Michael, honey, is that Michael has been in and out of prison for the past 16 years or so. Baby, that man has a lot of mug shots. Okay. And I zoom in a lot. All right. He has a lot of mug shots over the past few years. Now, they were kicking it with each other like years ago. I think they may have met like 6 years ago or something like that. I think they may have met 6 years ago. And they used to mess around. They had met on the app and they used to get it in and all of that other stuff or whatever. And then they kind of like stopped talking and then they reconnected a few months right before he went into prison. And this is all according to what Joey wants us to know about this. Now, Joey said that he used to date women in his past and he was over there putting up a facade for a very long time and he was miserable. And I believe that that is something that may have contributed to him going down the road of depression and feeling like he has to live up to the standards of society versus what makes him really happy. So that's what Mr. Joey was over there doing. So now he's finally living his life out loud. His dad is aware of his sexuality. He actually lives with his parents. He's been living with them for 10 years. He said that he was dealing with some depression. Parents told him to move in with them until he get his shit together and ready to move back out so he could take care of himself. And he's been there for 10 years with no desire of leaving at this point. Maybe when Michael gets out, possibly, but it looks like he's content with where the hell he is, staying with his parents and stuff. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on. He also lets us know that he is a bottom. Okay. He says, I'm a big bottom, heavy on the bottom, and Michael is a top. Okay. So he's a little worried about how Michael's going to be really giving it to him once he gets out of prison. All right. Now, what else I was saying? His dad knows about their relationship. Dad is very comfortable with his son's sexuality, but at the same time, he does not really trust Michael. So he's like, he's a bit sketchy. His dad used to be an alcoholic, Joey's dad. And knowing that Michael is an alcoholic as well, or at least was an alcoholic, he knows the games that they play. And then on top of that, him being a person that was in prison. So it's giving like, I know how they rock. I know how they do. They'll say anything to get their way. They're finessers. So I guess being an alcoholic isn't too much different with the finessing as it would be for drug addicts and stuff like that. But either way, so that's what the dad talks about and stuff. That's what's going on with Joey. Joey is really all in on Michael, and I hope that Michael is all in on him as well. Okay, I was gonna say have a little hope. I ain't gonna say I have a little hope, but at least they got chemistry. At least they've known each other like years before he even got locked up, and then they started back dating just right before he got locked up. So there might be a piece of potential there when it comes to that couple. So we'll just have to wait and see. I feel like this gonna be a fool, period. Because what's also interesting is that Joey says that he has a secret. And I feel like he's holding a secret back from Michael. And that's interesting because usually it's the inmates that have the secret. So Joey has the secret and he hasn't told Michael. So I'm wondering what that is all about. I don't think we caught that. But That's what's going on, honey. Let me get them folks up off my screen, okay? Now, I do believe it might be a total of 6 couples that is going to be on this particular season. But the thing is, they only showed us about 4 couples. So 2 couples are missing, and I guess we'll get to know them as the episodes continue, okay? So let us go ahead and get into, honey, Miss Ayana. Ayana and Jamal, child. We got to talk about Ayana and Jamal, all right? Let's get into them real quick. So Jamal is locked up for drug trafficking. Okay, I'm not sure how long Jamal is going to be locked up. I'm sure they said it, but I just cannot recall at the time of how long he's going to be locked up. Now they too also have a history from the past, because what used to happen was, girl, Mr. Jamal used to date Ayana's ex best friend, and I was like, ex best friend, as in you was smashing on your friend's man. What's that really giving? Now Jamal did say that he had feelings for Ayana at the time, but they couldn't really do nothing with the feelings because he was already with her friend at the time. So I'm wondering, did y'all cross lines at all, or what really happened? Okay, so that's what he's letting us know. Now, of course, Jamal is locked up. Miss Girl Ayana happens to be a dancer. All right. Listen, can I just say, and it's no shade to the dancers. I mean, you guys are doing better with your appearance, but looking at Ayana right here, girl, she's giving good old wholesome woman. I would not expect to, no, I wouldn't say expect, because there really isn't a look to it for real, but I would be wholeheartedly shocked. I was shocked watching the show that the girl was a damn stripper. Okay. So I'm like, looking at you, girl, you look like it's giving very and every bit of a wholesome young lady. Okay. But you be wholesome all down to that damn strip club. But that ain't none of my business. I'm not here to judge, girl. I'm just here to say. Okay. But anywho, let's see what else I wanted to mention about this particular couple, Ayana and Jamal. All right. So, yeah, she's a mama too. She was supposed to stop dancing a long time ago. The gag is the fact that he was dating her friend at one point, and he ended up getting locked up or whatever. He had feelings for Ayana, so then it leads me to question, like, girl, did y'all like mess around? What really happened with that? They ended up reconnecting years later, or however that's been. It seems like with their relationship, although they've known each other for some time, is still giving that she has only been with him since he's been behind bars. Girl, you're getting played, and I feel like it might be giving a little piece of karma. So for him to be like he had feelings for you, it had to be something that could have been going. Well, it didn't have to be something that was going on, but it makes me question whether something was really going on between y'all for him to develop such feelings about you. Okay, so you might be dealing in the space of your karma just a little bit. Okay, at least that's what it is that I'm over here thinking. Okay, now let's see what else was being said. Now, she does get a call from her lawyer. All right. Now, there is one of her good friends that's on the show. I believe her name was Lexi Blow. So, shout out to Lexi Blow. She used to be over there on Hustling Cabaret. All right. I believe she may have won. No, she didn't win. She didn't win. I think we said Lexi should have won, but she didn't win the competition. But either way, girl, whatever. Okay, and so she's on the show. She seems to be a very close friend of Ayana. Okay, now Ayana gets a call from her attorney, or at least, I'm sorry, her public defender, because she was caught out there getting arrested on a second DUI charge. Coming to find out, she was under the influence of marijuana. Okay, that's what she had. So now she's trying to find out what's the next steps. What can she do? And the person on the other end is like, "Well, baby, listen, it ain't too much that you can do. Hello? Because this is your second time. All right. Now we know that you may have taken you a little piece of class and they may help, but you're gonna have to do some time for this crime. And it's giving every bit of 15 days, okay? To 90 days. Okay. So you might get 15 on the low end and 90 on the high. And we just have to go before the judge to see exactly what it is that he or she is willing to give you. All right. Now, what we also learned, the person on the phone, the public defender, was like, okay, so you got into some fights or whatever like that. She was like, I mean, yeah, I had did a little something, I was in a little piece of trouble or whatever. Come to find out, they showed us a clip of where she got into a fight and she was over there boxing out her ex-best friend, honey. She said her ex-best friend got her ass whooped because she was upset once she found out that her bestie, I feel like it was her bestie at the time, to be honest. It could have been her bestie at the time started dating her man. And because they had that whole fight, that's what resulted in them being ex-friends. But that's my opinion, okay? She said that once her homegirl found this out, she flattened her motherfucking tires. So she said she whooped her ass. Okay, so because of that, I guess she done got some charges or whatever. Now she over there crying to Lexi Blow, all sad or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry for her. You sitting up here talking about the future that you see yourself having this bright, beautiful future with this man. You sitting over here talking about how you want your kids to want for nothing financially, but you can't make sure that you do the bare minimum, which is right. Okay, so that your kids can have what it is that they want, which is their damn mama. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, all this whining and crying. She talking about, girl, I don't give a damn about none of that. Okay, so I don't really too much trust to this lady like that. I don't too much trust her like that. But we shall see how that's going to play out with her and this man Jamal. Now, I don't think we really heard much from Jamal at all. Instead of us getting a call from Jamal, she got a call from the damn public defender. I said, girl, this is a mess here. I feel like everybody has heard from their partner but her. I don't think we saw a scene where she was on the phone, because it started out with Ayana being in the bathroom putting on some lashes in this apartment or whatever you want to call it, child. Then we see her getting in the car with a friend because she wasn't driving. Maybe her license was revoked or something, which is the reason why she was in the car with Lexi Blow. She gets out there, she do her stripping or whatever. Then she back there running her mouth, talking about her boo, how she love him, how she all excited about him or whatever. And then next thing you know, she getting a call from the public defender. So yeah, we haven't seen any interaction with the boo yet. But either way, good luck. Let's keep going. Okay. Now I want to go on and I want to talk about girl, this right here. Now I feel like this right here is a piece of the money maker that's drawing people in. Okay, so we got to talk about these folks. We're gonna see how this go down. First of all, let me say this about Tennie, because that's her name, Tennie and Rob. Tennie is beautiful. I don't care what nobody talking about. That is a beautiful young lady, okay, or woman, whatever. She's beautiful. She has some beautiful children. I do cringe a little bit at the fact that she's had her children around said person, and they going over there to the prison to visit this man, and I'm like, girl, why? But I don't know the type of relationship he's had with the kids, and whether he's made them feel comfortable, whether she told them or he told them to call him daddy, or they feel comfortable enough to calling him dad. I don't know what that's all about, but this is also the same woman that has cameras all throughout her damn house so that he can watch them while he's over there in prison. Okay, so that, like, girl, that's giving a little kid sketch. It's giving a bit of controlling, honey, and I hate that that's something that you would introduce into your kid's life. As long, I guess, if you got access, then that's good too, so you can kind of see what's going on with your kids and stuff. But some about it is off, and maybe it's because he's in prison. That's the part that I'm just like, okay. Let's keep going. So he's been in prison for about 18 years for armed robbery. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can let me know y'all thoughts. I understand. Yes, you do the crime, you do the time, unless he was a repeat offender or something, and I don't know his history if he has a criminal record or not. But what I can say is that I can't. 18 years? You don't think 8 or 5 or something would have been enough? 18? Girl, he has served 16 of those 18 years, and he is due to get out very soon, okay? He walking around there with a earpiece in his ear, talking on the phone and stuff, and they over there like, how do you get a cell phone? And he said so that he says, yeah, I think he said he's not supposed to have it. I can't remember what he said. But basically, he was like, it's a good thing for them that I have it, because if anything is going down in our unit, they can reach out to me and I can calm this down and I can calm that down, or whatever the case is. And I said, you really be feeling like the man when you walk through, don't you? Whether you over there watching your family on the cameras, girl, it's giving every bit of Ralph. Real Housewives of Atlanta is what it's giving, but you all the way down there in prison. Girl, no, I can't. And then them kids that you watching ain't even your kids. Girl, I cannot. But if that's what y'all want to do with y'all family and y'all life, girl, who am I today or tomorrow? I am no one, okay? So I'm going to let y'all do what it is y'all do out here in these streets. But one thing I learned when I was watching Rob on the camera talk, I said, this man has the gift of gab. I can see it. And I could see how he possibly roped her in, because he has the gift of gab, in my personal. Okay. Now, what we learned is that they attended the same high school and they used to date at one point. Then, of course, they went their separate ways. And then I think she found him on Facebook or something. She hopped in the DMs. They had some type of exchange, and then they were back on. Okay. But what was not clear to me, and I will have to go back and check and see, I don't know if the relationship started back after he was locked up, or if the relationship started back before he got locked up. I want to say after he got locked up, because the boy said he served 16 years already. of his sentence. He's already served 16 years. So I would think that he was locked up at the time that she reached out to him. Okay. Now she says that she's okay. So one of her homegirls or whoever it was came over to the house, right? And he over there, and you can hear him. He can talk through the camera. Girl, what kind of prison is this motherfucker in? That you got access to the outside cameras and you can communicate with the people. Sitting over there talking about some, babe, where you at? I can't see you. I can't see you. Who is that? Because the friend is at the house. She's like, oh, this such and such. And he was like, oh, you ain't tell me she was coming over. She was like, I did. You just don't listen, or whatever the case is. So they over there, I guess she was getting ready to come see him. He says, babe, don't forget to FaceTime me. FaceTime? So you got all of this? Okay, impressive. Okay. So he's like, don't forget to FaceTime me so that I can approve of what you finna wear. Now I'm like, what is that about? Is it that he's really trying to be controlling in the house, even though he outside the house? Is he trying to control what you're wearing? Or is he trying to approve it based on whatever the prison guidelines are of some sort? I don't know what that was about. But okay, girl. So yeah, one of the friend was about to say something, I guess, once he got off the call. I don't know what it was, but old girl told her, like, yeah, shut up, I don't want to hear nothing from you, or whatever. So basically she don't want to hear nobody dictate about their relationship. She says that people don't really understand it, and she's okay with it. Obviously you're not okay with it, because when your friend was about to give a little piece of something, you told her to be quiet because you really wasn't trying to hear it. So which one is it? But anyway, so, like I said, she has some beautiful kids. They're not his. They all are headed out to go and see him in prison. I just don't. I mean, I appreciate her keeping it open and honest with her children, not really sheltering them of a lot. But I do hope that it was their decision to want to go to the prison. And I hope that it wasn't something that they were forced to do and they just decided to go along with it. Does that make sense? So I'm like, if you got them going to see this man that ain't they daddy, really? I mean, I guess. I mean, girl, anyway. So they headed out to see the kids or whatever the case is. Now when they was in a car, she was on the phone with him, and he said he got something really important that he got to tell her. And I'm like, what the hell you got to tell her? He said that it's gonna be some news that's not gonna make her happy. So then, my question is, like, is you cheating? You got somebody else? Did you mess around and have a baby? Did they let you have some type of visits and you was able to do all that hunching and stuff like that, and you ended up getting somebody else pregnant? Or did you get in trouble and you are going to have to, overstay your welcome? Or what's really going on? Like, what really happened? Okay, so I'm wondering about what he's about to tell her. Okay. What else? Yeah, the son calls him dad. The son's like, oh, I'm wondering what it's gonna be like when when dad is here and all of that stuff. And I'm just like, what? I feel like, I mean, if this was a decision made by the child or the children, shall I say, he must have made one hell of an impression from prison than their own fathers have for them to want to call you dad. Are we missing some things here? Is some stuff left the hell out? Because I'm just like, I'm confusion. All right. The daughter says that she's really concerned about the discipline and how he's going to go about disciplining them, because now the cameras are everywhere. Now, according to Tennie, she's saying the cameras are not in the bathrooms and the cameras are not in the bedrooms of the children, as it should not be. Okay. But the girl says that whenever they sit on the couch, like, they're not supposed to eat on the couch or whatever, or eat in the living room. So then he'll say something like, if they in the living room eating on the couch, he'll start talking and he'll say, oh, so we eating on the couch now? That's what we doing? So we eating on the couch? And so they'll get up and they'll go wherever they go. Now, if this is a rule of the mom, or maybe it's an agreement between both of them and how he would like his house, because they are married, once he come home, and that's an agreement. If that's an agreement, then I can't be too mad at him trying to reinforce that from where he is. You know what I'm saying? And just mentioning, like, yo, that's what we doing. I mean, it didn't sound like he was being mean or aggressive, but I do wonder how the kids feel. Like, do they feel like their space is being invaded? Like, I don't know. It's just girl, I'm just gonna watch the show and see what it's giving. But it's so much going on here. All right. Now she does take the time to thank her children. She tells them, thank y'all for pretty much rocking with mama, rolling with the situation and the decisions that I chose to make. Okay. For coming down over here, getting dressed, driving all the way down here for us to go see this man, then go all the way back or whatever like that. Then the little girl, her cute self was like, you about to make me like getting my feelings, basically about to make me cry. I'm like, girl, what you know about it? But anywho, she said that she is glad that it's about to be short though. She's like, I'm glad we only got like 2 more weeks and then we about to be done. See, what I think finna happen is he not getting out in them 2 weeks. That's what I think finna happen. It only makes sense. We got 2 more weeks of this, but I feel like he's gonna say, I've been delayed. I have to go serve time somewhere else or something, and I won't be out for another 6 months or some shit like that. That's what I'm thinking. Because everything is leading up to him coming home, and I just don't necessarily see him coming home for real. But yeah, so that's what's pretty much going on over there on Love during lockup. I mean, it's giving a cute little something. I'm loving seeing new faces, refreshed new faces, because when we get some couples, they run these couples into the ground. Okay, into the ground. And it's like, okay, how do y'all not know when it's time to snatch them away and go about, like, let's go, it's time to give us something else. So I'm glad to get some fresh faces and some different storylines of seeing the gay couple and this lady with all the damn cameras in the house, and then the other girl that's a stripper that took her man, her ex-friend man and stuff. So girl, this is it's giving a piece of messy. And we just gonna tune the hell in till we can't tune in no more. Okay, so y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below and let me know how you are enjoying a love during lockup, or whether you fell off and you gonna pick back up because you don't heard this review or what. Let me know your thoughts, all right? That's all that I got at this time. I am Jami. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble.